Do you know that gun control, early gun control, was really about keeping guns out of the hands of black people? We as black people have been so separated from our history. It's astounding to me. We should be some of the most ardent supporters of the Second Amendment because of our history with not being able to possess arms to defend ourselves from mobs, kidnappings, and lynchings. It was the firearm. The 13th Amendment freed the blacks on paper. It wasn't until the 14th Amendment that made the rest of this Constitution, including the Second Amendment, apply to black people, that we truly became free because we could defend ourselves. It's the first law of nature, self-defense. We all want to live. So I just want to read you a short passage out of here of what the mindset was at the time by some abolitionists as it related to the Second Amendment. Frederick Douglass strongly supported the right of fugitive slaves to have and use weapons to resist kidnapping. When government failed, this is a quote from Frederick Douglass, when government fails to protect the just rights of any individual man, that man rests on his original right of self-defense, even if it means, unfortunately, shooting down his pursuers. Douglass added, slavery is a system of brute force. It must be met with its own weapons. Yet slaves without arms could never attain freedom. The escalating possession of firearms by both free blacks and slaves during the Civil War played a key role in emancipation and in the protection of their basic rights. Black civilians were forced to arm themselves privately against mob violence. This was printed in a black newspaper at the time. The colored men who had manhood in them armed themselves and threw out their pickets every day and night, determined to die defending their homes. This is stuff you guys, I say you guys, I don't mean that pejoratively, you take it for granted. Yeah, we defend our homes. We weren't allowed, my ancestors weren't allowed to do this.